Hello, welcome to another Chart Talk Coach's Corner. Today we'll be looking at processing credit cards directly through Chart Talk. Credit card processing can be done right through Chart Talk using the same process as entering payments made from an outside terminal. Credit card payments can be applied directly to patient charges or put towards a patient credit balance and applied later. Before you can process cards directly in Chart Talk, credit card processing needs to be enabled. Once credit card processing is enabled and configured, you will be able to enter credit card payment information directly into the Accept Payment tool, just like you were entering any other type of payment, with the added option being able to print a transaction receipt for the patient to sign. Let's take a look at how this works using a few different cases. In case 1, we're going to pay off a patient's entire balance as if they were walking up to the front desk and asking to pay their entire balance from their most recent statement. First, open the Manage Payment screen from the Patient Navigation menu and launch the Accept Payment tool. Select all the charges by selecting the checkbox at the top of the charges list. Enter the details of the transaction, selecting from the guarantor list, payment type, payment code, and the payment amount. Then, change the cardholder name if necessary, enter the credit card number and expiration date, click Process Card, and when the transaction succeeds, you can print a transaction receipt to have the patient sign. Let's look at the next case, where we want to process a credit card payment and put the entire amount toward the patient credit balance. Just like before, open the Manage Payment screen from the Patient Navigation menu and launch the APT. Select the guarantor, payment, payment code, and payment amount. Instead of selecting any charges, I will just enter the credit card details here and click Process Card. As before, we can print a transaction receipt and the entire amount of the transaction will be added to the patient account credit balance to be applied later on. As a side note, if the amount of the credit card transaction is greater than the selected charges, the remaining balance is automatically reflected in the patient account credit balance. Finally, let's look at a card denial. We'll enter the details just like before, but I'm going to miskey the credit card number. When the card is declined, the error is reported to the screen and information will remain in the APT only while the session is open. If you want to reprint a credit card transaction receipt, open the APT tab and select Credit Card Transaction Receipt. To print a detailed receipt that has how the funds were applied from a specific transaction, choose the Payment Receipt from the same APT tab. For security purposes, only the last 4 digits of a processed credit card are retained in the transaction log. No other details about the credit card are stored within Chart Talk. To perform more advanced credit card functions like refunds, setting up recurring transactions, and some credit card specific reporting, you will use the online credit card portal from our partner, not through Chart Talk. Okay, to summarize what we've talked about today, you can now process credit cards directly in Chart Talk the same way that you enter credit card payments. Credit card processing needs to be enabled by Chart Talk in order to do this. Credit card transactions can be applied directly to charges used to add to the patient account credit balance or a combination of the two. For information on how to enable credit card processing in your ChartTalk, please email support@charttalk.cloud. Thank you for your time today.